Hello there, and welcome to the series for people with long-term illness, disability, including long COVID. In this video, I want to talk to you about asking for help, particularly if you're the person who's actually engaged in the disability or being ill personally. I know I found asking for help incredibly difficult. My role in life was always to help others, so I struggled to ask for help. I think a lot of that was I didn't want to bother people. I was concerned that they might say no, and how would I feel about that? I didn't want to put people out, but I think at the real core of it, I'm fiercely independent. And losing that sense of control over my body and my life, I found incredibly difficult. I needed help, and I still do. There is no doubt that being independent, having the illusion of being independent, relies on my having my cleaner or house angel, having people to drive me if it's further than I can drive, and that isn't very far. Or when I use the manual wheelchair, having people take me out and push me. I found it really challenging. But something made a difference to me, and I want to share that story with you because I think it might help. I was doing a course in America, and part of that course, working with a buddy, was about help, asking for help, giving help. My partner, John, lovely man, said to me, "Do you enjoy giving help?" I said, "Yeah, I get a real buzz out of it. I love it." And he said, "How about asking for help?" And I said, "I find that really difficult." He got quite cross with me and said, "How is it that you enjoy it, but you don't let other people help you unless there is absolutely no other opportunity and you're in complete extremis? Why is it it's all right for you to give help, but it's not all right for other people?" I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought he's right. Asking for help is not being a victim, and I think that's really important. How you ask for help and when you ask for help, I think, makes a difference. Well, the course finished. I had decided to stay a couple of extra days. I'd hired an electric wheelchair to get around the very, very big hotel, and off I went to go to the local mall. Because in those days, America was very much cheaper than the UK. The exchange rate was good. And so off I went. Down from the hotel to the road was a mile-long drive. And then I had to go to the mall. I had a lovely day and I was coming home. And I got about halfway up the drive on the way back to the hotel. And the wheelchair suddenly gave up. Now, no signal on the phone. Couldn't phone anybody. At that time, I could walk maybe half a dozen steps unaided. I'm in a wheelchair. What am I going to do? I sat there for a few minutes panicking, and then up the drive came a taxi. The taxi driver stopped. He got out. I discovered that he spoke no English and I speak no Spanish apart from ole. He could see the problem. His passenger could also see the problem. So they went and had a conversation. He parked the car. He got behind my chair. So did the passenger. And they started to push me and the chair up this quite steep slope. A couple of minutes later, another taxi. The taxi driver beckoned to the new car coming up the drive, explained the problem. They parked the car. They got out and they helped push. And this went on until by the time I got to the hotel, there are 17 people, each pushing one another like a train to push my wheelchair up the hill. Everybody's laughing. A complete spectacle in the hotel. People have come out to watch what on earth is going on. This wheelchair and 17 people pushing the chair. It was a really great lesson about asking for help and the fact that giving help when it's asked for in the right circumstances in the right way can be such a pleasure to the people who want to help. Now, what do I mean by the right time and the right way? You've got to be really honest with yourself. Is this something that I can do myself? Can I do it without harming myself? Can I do it? And for me, the issue is I have a very small store of physical energy. If I'm going to do this, does that mean I'm going to be wiped out for today and tomorrow? Or do I need somebody else to do it? Asking for help in the right way and just simply saying, with no attachment to the outcome. And what I mean by that is somebody says, I'm really sorry, I haven't got time, or no, I can't. You don't get upset with them. You don't get cross with them and think, oh, I mustn't ask anybody else because I'm a burden. You simply say, if you're able to, I would be really grateful if you could do such and such for me. And often saying to that person, I'm finding it really difficult today, or it's just something I can't manage. But if you can't do it, don't worry, I'll find someone else. Listen to my voice, very, very even. There's no whine to it, no poor me to it. It's just simply saying, are you able to help? And then really importantly, if somebody does help you, a really big heartfelt thank you and say, that's really made a difference to me. Thank you very much. So if you're facing the challenges of being ill in the long term with a chronic condition, or your life has been turned upside down because you're suddenly having to deal with a disability, then just think about how you're going to approach being independent and recognize you're going to need some help. And whether that's from family or friends or colleagues or from institutions and charities, think about what you need and why, and recognize that in helping you, other people are getting something out of it too. I hope that's helped. There's lots of videos on the playlist to help you. Good luck and speak to you soon. Bye now.